Hola y bienvenido a Tu Inglés. This is a program for people who want to learn English. Soy Brian, vivo en los Estados Unidos. Es un placer ayudarte con tu inglés, pero no soy profesor de idiomas, no para nada. Considérame tu entrenador personal. En esta sesión vamos a ejercitar tu oído para inglés. Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Do you know how to drive a car? ¿Sabes cómo manejar un coche? Do you have a car? ¿Tienes un coche? Do you think cars are cool? ¿Piensas que los coches son guay? En Tu Inglés Sesión 6 hoy vamos a hablar de estas preguntas. También aprenderemos vocabulario relacionado con edades y dinero y también vocabulario de ciertas emociones. Fortunately, Cecilia in Mexico is going to help us again today. Hi, Cecilia. How are you?
Hi, Brian. I'm a bit tired, but fine.
I want to ask you about some emotions first, algunas emociones. Después escucharemos la selección y después podemos hablar un poco más sobre el vocabulario en la selección. Ok, en inglés, ¿cómo se dice enamorado?
In love. In love.
Correcto. Entonces, ¿estoy enamorado?
I am in love. I am in love.
Right. And the word guilty. Guilty. ¿Qué significa guilty?
Culpable.
Sí. Entonces, me siento culpable. ¿Cómo se dice eso?
I feel guilty. I feel guilty.
Perfect. En inglés, ¿cómo se dice impaciente o sin paciencia?
Impatient. Impatient.
Yes. Ahora, en inglés, ¿sabes una palabra para decir furioso o enojado?
You can say angry, angry. Or you can say mad, mad.
Okay. So, how would you say ponerse furioso o enfadarse?
You can say to get angry, to get angry. Or you can say to get mad, to get mad.
Great. I get angry at my son, or he gets mad at me. Just be careful, ten cuidado. Angry sounds a little bit like hungry. Hungry is tener hambre. Angry is enojado. Okay, Cecilia, ¿sabes la palabra happy? ¿Qué significa I am happy?
Estoy feliz. O estoy contenta.
Okay, perfect. Now I think we are ready, estamos listos, to listen to the selection of the day. When I was 16 years old, I fell in love with a car. My neighbor was selling his old Volkswagen Beetle for $400. At the time, I did not know how to drive a car very well, and I did not have my driver's license. I believed that cars were bad for the environment. After school, I worked in a bicycle shop. I thought bikes were cool and cars were bad. But I was in love with that car. It was dark blue, and although it was 10 years old, it was in perfect condition. Back then, 30 years ago, some people were very worried about air pollution, and I was one of them. You could say I was a hippie. But a Volkswagen Beetle was a cool car. Even a hippie could own a Beetle and not feel guilty. My neighbor wanted $400 for his Beetle, but I had only $300. I asked him to wait until I could save another $100. He said he was impatient and could not wait forever. I only worked part-time, so I would need at least a month to earn $100. In addition, my parents told me I would need extra money for insurance, repairs, and of course, for gasoline. But most importantly, I needed to get my driver's license. It took me only a few weeks to save the money I needed, but I failed the driving test the first time. It was almost a month later when I finally had the money and my driver's license. But there was a problem. My neighbor usually kept his VW parked on the street in front of his house, but the car was gone. My neighbor was tired of waiting for me, so he sold the car to someone else. My heart was broken, and I was very mad at my neighbor. But I did not stay angry for long. I decided I could buy a car when I got older. So instead, I bought a beautiful new bicycle, and I used that bicycle to go everywhere. I was so happy with that bicycle that I did not buy my first car until almost 10 years later, when I was 25 years old. Okay, Cecilia, I have a few more questions for you.
Okay, I'm waiting for them.
First of all, do you know how to drive?
No, I don't.
And do you want to buy a car?
Cars are useful, and I'd like to have one, especially in those rainy days. But I think walking is better. Hey, at least you work out and you don't damage the environment.
Are you concerned about the environment?
If you don't believe me, you can ask my family. I'm always telling them, turn off the lights, don't waste too much water, and such things.
Perfect. Okay, en la selección, yo usé el verbo to wait. To wait. ¿Qué significa eso?
Esperar.
Yes. ¿Y cómo se dice suspender o reprobar en inglés? Por ejemplo, yo reprobé el examen.
To fail. To fail. I failed the exam.
Right. Y vender, ¿cómo se dice vender en inglés?
To sell. To sell.
Correct. And the past tense, el tiempo pasado, ¿cómo se dice él vendió?
He sold. He sold.
Okay. Y comprar, ¿cómo se dice comprar?
To buy. To buy.
Right. I buy, you buy, she buys, we buy, they buy. Pero, ¿cómo se dice yo compré?
I bought. I bought.
Yes, I bought a bicycle, or she bought a car. Very good. Thank you for your help, Cecilia.
You don't have to thank, Brian. It's always a pleasure. See you.
Okay, now it's time for That's English. Do you like learning English? ¿Te gusta aprender inglés? ¿Notaste la diferencia en esta pregunta en inglés en comparación que la de español? Las dos tienen lo mismo significado, pero usamos una gramática diferente en inglés. Do you know the difference? ¿Sabes la diferencia? Otro ejemplo. He hates swimming. Él odia nadar. ¿Ves la diferencia ya? Okay, another example. I am afraid of flying. Tengo miedo de volar. Todo de estos ejemplos en inglés tienen gerundios, gerunds. ¿Qué es un gerundio? Me dicen que es un verbo que está funcionando como un nombre. A verb functioning as a noun. En inglés usamos mucho los gerundios, incluyendo en situaciones cuando en español se usa el infinitivo completo. Pero los gerundios en inglés son más común cuando se habla sobre gustos o pasatiempos. What is your favorite sport? ¿Cuál es tu deporte favorito? Patinar sobre hielo? In English, we say ice skating. A veces, hispanohablantes tienen un problema con esta peculiaridad en inglés. In English, gerunds often end in I, N, G, ing. So, running, jumping, thinking. Es igual de la terminación yendo or ando en español. In English, we can make a noun from a verb by adding ing. Do you like using gerunds in English? ¿Te gusta usar gerundios en inglés? I certainly hope so, because that's English. In English of the Rich and Famous today, I would like to listen to a speech by Albert Gore. Do you remember Al Gore? He was the Vice President of the United States under President Bill Clinton from the year 1993 through 2001. Since then, Gore has devoted much of his time and energy to the subject of global warming, calentamiento global. Recently, Gore created a movie about global warming. It is called An Inconvenient Truth, una verdad inoportuna. As a result of his work, Gore was recently awarded the Nobel Prize, el Premio Nobel. Here is an excerpt, un extracto, from Gore's acceptance speech, su discurso de aceptación. Gore is from the state of Tennessee, in the southern part of America. His southern accent is only slightly perceptible, pero cuidado, él habla bastante rápidamente.
Today, we dumped another 70 million tons of global warming pollution into the thin shell of atmosphere surrounding our planet as if it were an open sewer. And tomorrow we will dump a slightly larger amount, with the cumulative concentrations now trapping more and more heat from the sun. As a result, the Earth has a fever, and the fever is rising. The experts have told us it is not a passing affliction that will heal by itself. We asked for a second opinion, and a third, and a fourth. And the consistent conclusion, restated with increasing distress, is that something basic is wrong. We are what is wrong, and we must make it right.
Okay, maybe we can make it right by riding a bicycle instead of driving a car. I don't know, but I hope we can find a cure for this affliction, this sickness. Bueno, gracias de nuevo por escucharme. Thanks for listening. Por favor, visitar nuestro sitio web y déjame tus comentarios o sugerencias. See you next week. Suerte con tu inglés.